Going to go ahead and go to the last segment of the show that we always end with. It's that time for the Not All Here moment. We actually have Not All Here moments ourselves.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I actually remembered one.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, do I want to say this? And I said yes.
All right, mine's super quick. Should I go first or last?
Let's say you go first.
Okay. So I don't know about your phone, but my phone sometimes has a mind of its own when I plug it into my car. Sometimes it'll play alphabetically the first song, right?
Yeah.
And then you get so tired of that song, but sometimes it'll play just something different. Do you ever have that happen? It'll play like a random song, or it'll play just something from Instagram that I had watched forever ago. Oh,
that'd be wild if it did that and you actually play like some Pornhub or something. And you're like, oh.
Okay, so I was getting into my car with one of the homies.
Oh no.
I plug in my phone, and then all of a sudden, you just hear moaning.
Oh, my.
And I just turned it off like, oh, I don't know. I think I had watched this video the fucking night before.
Oh, my God.
And I guess on Safari or the browser, I didn't close the video, I guess. So then when I plugged in my phone, it was just...
Oh my God.
So I just turned that off real quick. I was like, oh, that's awkward. Damn.
What, did y'all talk? Did you?
Not really. It was just like, oh, come on, bro. And that was that. You know what I mean? I just put on some music.
Yo, that's hilarious.
This happened recently. This didn't happen that long ago.
God. Yeah. That's hilarious. I've never had anything like that happen. That's super funny.
Imagine you were going on like a date or you were meeting someone for the first time, or like meeting your girlfriend's mother, or like, some shit like that.
Like, let me play some music.
Let me just plug my phone in.
Then you're like, oh, no, that's a part of the song.
Oh.
That's hilarious. I think I did see a video a long time ago where something like that happened, but it was this guy, it was this son, and his grandpa was going in the car. And he didn't know that happened, right? So he had actually seen a video, but I think the volume was turned down. But on the screen, you could see what the title of the thing was. And it was like, Grandma Takes da-da-da.
Naked Butts 5. Damn.
I was like, yo, y'all are wild.
Oh, so that was the grandpa's phone.
That was the grandpa's phone. He connected it, but he didn't realize, and he was recording it. This was like, I think, early on TikTok. And he was like, I was like, this man is wild. He was like, and he didn't even say nothing to him. He was just recording him. I was like, Jesus Christ. That's hilarious. That's funny how that happens. But no, it's funny because usually most of the time mine will either play, like, if I don't have Spotify open, it'll play my alphabetical songs or whatever. Yeah. Or it'll play whatever I was last listening to on Spotify. So that's funny that happened. That's real awkward. Okay, well, we'll go to mine. So mine... This happened, man, when I was younger. I think I was like maybe like 13 or 14. So a long time ago, when I lived in Arkansas with my mom's. So one summer, she was like, you're going to go live with your grandmother in Texas. And at the time, my grandmother lived in this town really close to the border called Brownsville. And it's like near Port Isabel and like all these, just really like near the border, a lot of Latin people around and stuff. And she lived on like this plot of land that had neighbors, but then like off to the sides of the house were like farmlands. And so we would always be bored because there's like nothing to do. And we had like a PlayStation, so I'd be playing or whatever. So in a small house of like, it's like a 2-bedroom, like it was me, my older sister, my 2 uncles, and my aunt when they were younger. And I was like the youngest there, I think. And I remember like one day they were like, hey, we got a cousin that's going to come through and just hang out. And we're like, all right. And most of the time when you're living in the country, you kind of just do whatever to pass the time, right? Right. You just make up stuff. So one day my uncles go, all right, y'all, we're all going to wrestle each other in a tournament, all right, in the front. And like they laid out like these old like mattresses, but like it was like this old mattress, and then what they did is like the rest of the people who weren't wrestling, whoever you pulled or whatever, is like who you fought, but everybody else would surround the mattress, so you would have to wrestle. And I remember feeling like really awkward. I'm like, I was like, I'm really the youngest. I was like, I don't know what I can do. So what they ended up doing, which was not fair and it was not my decision, is they put me against one of my cousins who came through, and it was a girl. And so I was like, I don't want to wrestle a girl. Like, I don't want to do that. So they're like, nope, you got to do it. And then they're like, all right, come on. They were telling me to wrestle. So, and she was like the type of girl who's kind of tomboyish. So she was like, come on. And she would like grab me. I'd be like, but like, I didn't know. I was like, do I just go full strength or what do I do? Do I just lose? So what I ended up doing was I grabbed her by her arms, and then I just went, pushed her. But I didn't realize that I actually ended up pushing her harder than I thought. And she ended up going into a window. And then
you pushed her through a window?
She didn't go through it. She just like her arm went through, went cling, broke it. And then she had a little cut. And then they were like, wow, we can't believe you would do that. And I was like, I didn't do it. I was like, y'all are forcing me to do this. And then she started laughing, and she was like, wow, so you hit women. I was like, I don't do this. You guys are fighting me. And so, but she was fine, and she had like a little cut, and she got bandaged up. And I remember feeling so embarrassed. And then she's like, it happens, whatever. I was like, no, that's not supposed to happen.
How old were you?
I was like 12 or 13.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. It was wild, you know.
Domestic violence at an early age.
No, more like equal rights. No. We want equality? No.
That's funny.
It was hilarious. But it's funny because the rest of my uncles and like my brothers and sisters, like they fought like the same gender people, but I happened to get like the bad luck.
You got the bad draw.
I got the bad draw. Dang. And they made me do that. Cause like I didn't know what I was supposed to do, cause like she was like smaller than me, so I'm like, she can't lift me or anything.
So was that a win or did you lose by TKO? Did you get disqualified?
I think I was disqualified.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. It made me think of, you remember those old games where they would do like a ring out? That's what it was.
You dishonored.
Ring out.
Dishonored the family.
And then I remember they talked about it for like 2 days, and I was like, can y'all shut up about this, please? I was so embarrassed. It was super funny though.
Dang, bro.
Yep. But that's the podcast.
That's the podcast, man.